Hello and welcome to my channel, Lucille Williams with Christian Talk. I am really glad that you're here today. Tonight I have a speaking gig. It's a speaking gig with my husband at a church, and I'm really excited to go and share with these folks, but I just wanted to be honest and talk about what happens to me as speaking things get closer. Few days before, I start having these thoughts in my head, like, why did they ask you? You know you're not qualified to do this. What are you gonna say? No one's gonna listen to you. They're gonna think you're dumb. You really don't have anything to say. You don't have any input that's worth anything for anyone to listen to. What do you know? Look at your life. You don't have it all together. And all of that might be true, but I accepted the speaking thing, and then I start questioning maybe I shouldn't have, because maybe I'm just not qualified. But then I have to say, no, stop. I would never not do something that I said I was going to do, first of all, even though with all those thoughts, I started thinking, oh, maybe I should just cancel. Maybe I should come up with some reason why I can't do it. But I've never done that. I will never do that, because that's like letting the enemy win. And I'm not one of those people who likes to blame everything on Satan. Like, well, it's just Satan getting in your head. But in this instance, it kind of is, because I know that when you have a room of people, sometimes you have something that you're going to say and it's going to impact at least one person, and they can make a change. And I know that when we go to do good, the enemy doesn't want us to. The enemy wants to stop us. And I cannot let those voices stop me from doing what I know God has called me to do. And I was asked to do this, and I'm going to follow through. And so I start having these voices of, you're just not good enough. You can't do it. And I don't know if you're anything like me and that happens for you when you get ready to do something that feels really big, and you're stepping out of your comfort zone, and you're like, yes, I can, I'm going to do this, but I'm kind of scared and I don't know if I'm qualified. God qualifies you. God says he's looking for the willing, not necessarily the qualified. If you look at the apostles, a lot of them, they were fishermen, and one was a tax collector, and they weren't necessarily qualified. They were called, and then God qualified them. So if God is giving you a big job to do, don't be afraid to step out and do whatever that is that God's calling you to do. And as I lead up, I'm always in prayer thinking about, okay, I want to make sure that my message is one that God wants me to give. And I just keep praying. And by the time I actually do what I need to do and I step on the stage, I'm usually like good to go. I'm like, yes, here we go. Let's do this. I'm there. I might as well. You might as well like give it all you got when you get there. But ahead of time, I've got those voices going, you can't do this, and I have to really overcome those voices. And I think some of us have those daily where we're like, you can't do this, and I stop them and I say, no, stop. You're doing this. All these thoughts are wrong. They're negative. You need to put them away. You need to move forward with what God is calling you to do. And that's what I'm going to do tonight. And that's my appeal to you. Move forward with God, with what God is calling you to do. Don't let those negative voices in your head stop you from being all that you can be for God. And that's my message today. Please hit like, hit subscribe. I love that you're here. Thank you for watching. I love you guys, and be crazy amazing. And hey, check out my book, From Me to We. Alrighty, you have a great night, and again, be crazy amazing.